it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my Boxycharm video. This is where I unbox, try on, and do a makeup tutorial using my monthly Boxycharm box. I say this in every intro. This video is not sponsored, and I just do it because I want to do it. And if you have no idea what Boxycharm is a monthly subscription box. You get a box like this one every single month. You pay $21 and you get 4 to 5, sometimes even 6 full-size makeup beauty products. So that's a really long intro for such an easy look that we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And I am not naked. I have clothes on, but it's really hot in here, so yeah. We have some coupon codes. I'll have them linked down below if you guys want to go ahead and check everything out. This month's theme is Road Trippin', which I love that theme. And yeah, so here you have an overview of everything that you get in this month's box. So we're just going to go ahead, and as I'm pulling things out, as I'm using things, I will let you guys know the price, what it is, and all that good stuff. So in this month's box, we actually got an eyebrow cream, which is really nice. I love to get eyebrow products because I get to know different brands that do eyebrow products, so that is really cool. This is a Cella Beauty eyebrow cream, and this retails for $26 and the box is $21. So just with this, you paid off your box. So one side you could get the product, can you see that right there? And then on the other side you get a nice little brush. So we're gonna go ahead and use this today for our brows, which is gonna be really different for me because I am so used to using a pencil. I haven't used a brow gel, like a brow mousse. What is this again? A cream, a brow cream for a long time. So this is gonna be something new for you and I. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in there, and I am just going to begin to fill in my brows. Ooh, that's actually really nice. I like the color. The only complaint that I have with this particular product is the brush is just a little bit too thick. I would have preferred the brush just to be a little thinner because it makes it a little harder to just draw on those lines because they do go in just a little bit too thick. But other than that, the pigmentation, the color, the blendability, everything is there. In this month's box, we actually received an eyeshadow palette, and I love getting eyeshadow palettes. That's probably one of the most things that I look forward to whenever I get my Boxycharm, just to see if there's an eyeshadow palette, because first of all, eyeshadow palettes are expensive, and I just love trying new formulas. I love trying new brands. I love trying new colors, different techniques, and all of that. So I am excited. This one is from Crown Brushes, and this is called the Fuego Eyeshadow Collection, and this retails for $29.99. This palette does not have any names, so I'm just going to try to explain as best as I can, which I suck at that, so this is going to be interesting. But I'm going to start off with this color, and this is a nice medium tone brown, and this is going to be my transition shade. I'm going to put this in my crease from inner corner to outer corner, and we are going to blend it upwards towards that brow bone. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's a little bit darker than that first shade, and it does have a little bit more of a red undertone. So I'm going to take it with that same brush, and I'm going to again apply it to my crease, but this time I am going to keep it a little bit lower than that first shade that we applied, just so that we can start to form a transition kind of gradient effect. I'm going to take a little bit more of that first shade, and I'm just going to buff out the edges to make sure that everything is nice and blended, and I am going in with a clean brush. So next I'm going to go into this shade right here, which again is just a little bit darker than the previous shades that we have been using, and I am going to apply this to my top lash line, and we're going to blend it up and also extend it towards that outer corner to kind of start to build up a nice gradient dark look. Next, I'm going to go in to the shade that's right next to it, this shade right here. Again, we're just getting darker and darker. I'm trying to use as many shades as I possibly can. So I'm going to take that with a flat definer brush, and again, I'm going to apply this to the top lash line and smoke it up. I'm going to take this dark brown shade from the palette, and again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just apply it to my lash line because I feel like those first shades that we applied, they're not really doing too much. So hopefully this one's a little bit more pigmented. And we're gonna buff it up. Honestly, I'm not getting a ton of pigmentation from this eyeshadow palette, and we have a ton of fallout. So not my favorite, but it's still a good palette. It's a very nice, soft, beginner friendly palette because you can go in with a lot and it's not going to go super intense. So I kind of like that you really have to work it in, but it's not a super duper pigmented palette. So yeah, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade right here, and this is a really pretty chocolate brown with some shimmer. I think this is going to look really pretty in the lid. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to apply it to the inner corner just to add a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and I'm going to wipe off the excess fallout and clean up the outer corner. Alrighty, so I'm going to add just a tiny bit of definition to my top lash line. So I'm going to go in with a black liner and I'm just going to line the top of my lashes, and then we are just going to take a flat brush and we're just going to smudge this up. In the box, we also got the Dr. Brand No More Baggage. This is an eye depuffing gel. It's like an eye cream. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, like that much, and I'm going to pat it in between my fingers. It says to warm it up in between your fingers. Oh, by the way, this retails for $42. That is pretty crazy. And then you're just going to pat this on your under eyes. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the skin, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the eyes. For primer, I am going in, it's backwards, I'm going in with the Dermalogica Hydra Blur Primer. You guys know I love this primer. It's one of my go-tos. It's so good. So good. So I'm going to apply this on the areas where I need a little extra help. For foundation, I'm going in with the YSL All Hours Foundation. Love this foundation. It's one of my favorites. I am using a shade darker today because I went to the beach yesterday and I got a little bit of sun, so why not? For concealer, I'm going in with two concealers. I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm also going in with the ColourPop Concealer. I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer because this one matches my skin tone a little bit more, whereas the ColourPop one is a little bit lighter, so it's going to help us to highlight. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply it right here, right here, right here, and right here. I'm not going to do too much concealer. I've been liking the less look. And then now I'm going to go in with the ColourPop concealer. It's a little bit lighter, and I'm going to apply it on the middle where we applied that, and then down here. I'm also going to apply this down the center of my nose, Cupid's bow here, and then just a little bit right here. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just going to blend this into the skin. So now I'm going to set my under eyes using my Coty Airspun powder. I love this powder. It's so affordable and it's so good. So I'm going to take this with my same beauty sponge, and I'm just going to apply it to my under eyes. I also a little bit on the chin, and then on the forehead. Set my foundation. I'm going in with my Kat Von D powder foundation. I love this foundation, and this is in the shade medium 53. It matches me perfectly. Go ahead and finish my under eyes before we wipe off the powder, just in case we have any fallout. That powder is going to go ahead and catch it. I'm going to start with this shade right here, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lashes. I'm going to take a little bit of that black eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my waterline. And then I'm going to go in with a flat definer brush and that dark brown shade, and we're going to tightly apply this to our bottom lash line. I wish this palette was just a tad bit more pigmented because the colors are so pretty. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of this reddish shade, And I am going to apply this to my lower lashes as well. I'm going in with the NYX contour kit, and I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm going to take a little bit of it, and I'm going to wipe off that baking powder that we have while applying this powder here. And this is just going to brighten the under eyes and make everything just pop a little bit more. So I'm going to wipe off that powder while using this powder, and see, it just brightens everything up. Let's go ahead and move on to bronzer. I'm gonna take this shade right here. I think this will be a really pretty bronzer for my skin tone. So I'm gonna take some of that, and I'm also using a crown brush. Hopefully this works. And I'm just going to just bronze up my skin. Ooh, yeah, that works. Okay, not bad. Moving on to blush, we actually got a blush in this month's box. This is the Note Cosmetics Luminous Silk Compact Blusher, and this retails for $11, and it's a really pretty color. I think it's gonna go really pretty with this look. So I'm gonna take this and apply it to the apple of my cheek. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so use very little when working with this blush, because a little bit goes a very long way. I'm gonna go back in with my translucent powder and my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to clean up the contour slash bronzer blush area. Going back in with the eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna take this first vanilla shade, and I'm going to pop this in my brow bone as my brow bone highlight. Then I'm going to take this shade right here. It's a really pretty pinky luminescent pink, and I'm going to take this and apply it to my inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. In this month's box, we also received a mascara. This is the Wonder Beauty Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. This retails for $24, and I am going to apply this to my top and my bottom lashes. I love the way it makes my lower lashes look. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in some lashes. These are the Eylure and Crazy Ray Ray lashes in the style Crazy Classy. So I'm gonna apply these, and then I'll be right back. And I'm just going to powder away that baking that we have under here. For highlight, I kind of want to try this shade and see how it looks. If it looks kind of bad, it's okay, because we can always go back in with something else. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it to the tops of the cheekbones right here. I'm going to change the highlight because it's just a little bit too ashy. So I'm going to go in with this Pure palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm just going to put this right on top. Okay, that's better. And then I like to go in with my finger and just kind of smooth it over and really melt it into the skin. I'm going to add a little bit on the tip of the nose and down the bridge of the nose. I'm going to add a little bit on the cupid's bow and on the chin. Alrighty, so the last step is the lips. And for the lips, I kind of want to keep it in the same family, that brownie pinky shade. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips with the Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in Ramson. And then I'm going to fill it in with the Ofra Liquid Lipstick in Bal Harbour. Next, I'm going to take the Carity lipstick in the shade Kira, and we're going to apply that right on top. So I'm just going to lock everything into place using my e.l.f. Daily Defense Makeup Mist. Oh, it smells so good. Alrighty guys, so that is going to complete everything. This is the final look using everything that I got in this month's Boxycharm, and of course, some more goodies. I love the way that it turned out. I was kind of inspired by that look that Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, Makeup by Ariel, posted not that long ago. I want to say it was like a couple weeks ago, maybe it was a couple months ago, I don't know, but she had this really pretty smoky eye with like a pinky lip. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, what was that? I absolutely love it. It's very effortless, very pretty, smoky, sexy, cat eye-ish. everything I love. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share with everybody. So that is going to do it for today, you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Mwah!